Seniors, top 4. Juices to restore vision and memory while you sleep. It's a topic often whispered about, if discussed at all, but rarely confronted with the urgency it deserves. The subtle yet undeniable shift in our cognitive and visual faculties as we navigate life beyond 60. We're not referring to specific diseases or debilitating conditions, but rather the everyday experiences that accumulate and often lead to a quiet resignation. Think about it, the lingering blur that greets your eyes each morning, demanding a full 10 minutes to dissipate and reveal the world in focus. The disconcerting moments of entering a familiar room only to find your purpose for being there has vanished, momentarily eclipsed by an unseen fog, or the increasingly rapid onset of eye fatigue and burning discomfort after merely 5 minutes spent looking at a screen, whether it's a computer, tablet, or smartphone. These aren't just isolated incidents, they are real, shared experiences that transcend simple aging. Crucially, they are not inevitable fates to be passively accepted. A truly startling truth, one that often goes unacknowledged, was unveiled in a compelling report within the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging. This revelation indicated that an astonishing 92% of adults over the age of 65 are deficient in at least one fundamental nutrient, critical for the nightly repair and regeneration of both the eyes and the brain. And the key timing here isn't during the waking hours of activity, but precisely when our bodies are meant to be restoring themselves while we sleep. This profound nutritional void means that night after precious night, your body is essentially starved of the vital building blocks it desperately needs to meticulously rebuild memory cells, to refresh and rejuvenate tired, dry eyes, and to prepare for the demands of the coming day. Yet, for some inexplicable reason, this foundational issue remains largely unaddressed in mainstream discourse. I am Dr. James Porter, and if this is your first introduction to my work, I extend a sincere welcome and encourage you to consider subscribing if your aspiration is to embrace a life that is sharper, longer, and stronger well past the age of 60. Because today, we delve into a subject of immense power and simplicity: juices. However, these are not just any ordinary fruit or vegetable concoctions. We are exploring 4 specific natural liquid elixirs that contemporary science has now conclusively demonstrated possess the remarkable ability to literally recharge your brain's cognitive power and rejuvenate your vision, all while you are in the deepest stages of sleep. The beauty of this approach lies in its purity. No obscure supplements, no pharmaceutical pills with their attendant side effects, just pure, unadulterated real foods. The secret, as you will discover, lies in blending them in the precise way and consuming them at the optimal time. It sounds deceptively simple, and indeed it is in execution, but the resultant effect is nothing short of profound. I have witnessed firsthand countless patients who once grappled with persistent memory lapses and debilitating screen fatigue undergo truly transformative shifts. They move from a state of nightly deprivation to waking up genuinely refreshed, experiencing clarity of vision that they hadn't known in years, and recalling information with a newfound ease. This profound turnaround has been achieved simply by integrating the correct juice into their established evening routines. So, allow me to illuminate the intricate processes unfolding within your body in detail, precisely how these 4 exceptionally potent juices can fundamentally alter your experience of aging, offering a path towards renewed vitality. Let us commence our journey with the first of these incredible elixirs, one that is perhaps the most familiar, yet paradoxically, the most frequently overlooked, especially by seniors. If I were to pinpoint a single juice that older adults consistently neglect, it would undoubtedly be carrot juice. And this oversight is truly a disservice, for carrot juice stands as one of nature's few drinks capable of directly nourishing both your delicate retina, the light-sensitive tissue at the back of your eye, and your prefrontal cortex, which serves as the brain's vital command center for memory, focus, and executive function. The mechanism behind its power is elegantly complex, yet utterly effective. Carrots are a powerhouse of beta-carotene, a vibrant pigment that your body ingeniously converts into vitamin A. This vitamin A is absolutely indispensable for sustaining the optimal health and function of your retina, particularly the photoreceptor cells, those specialized cells known as rods and cones that are responsible for detecting light and enabling you to see, especially in dim conditions. A chronic deficiency of vitamin A leads to a gradual degeneration of these crucial cells, manifesting as debilitating night blindness, frustratingly blurry vision, and the uncomfortable sensation of dry eyes, all symptoms that are regrettably commonplace among older adults. Yet, this is merely a fraction of the story. Carrot juice is also a rich source of lutein and zeaxanthin, two potent carotenoids that have been rigorously proven to safeguard the macula, the small central part of your retina responsible for delivering the sharp, highly detailed central vision essential for reading, recognizing faces, and driving. These remarkable compounds extend beyond mere damage prevention. They actively assist the eye in recovering from oxidative stress, a cumulative assault that is exacerbated by years of incessant screen exposure and harmful UV light. Now, let's shift our focus to the brain, the other magnificent beneficiary. Carrot juice boasts a high concentration of falcarinol, a natural plant compound whose protective effects on neuronal membranes and ability to reduce inflammation within delicate brain tissue have been thoroughly documented. A seminal study published in the esteemed journal Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience in 2021 provided compelling evidence. Daily consumption of beta-carotene-rich juice led to measurable improvements in working memory and cognitive recall in seniors over 65, particularly those who were already exhibiting early signs of cognitive decline. Consider one striking example from that very study. Participants who consistently drank 250 milliliters of carrot juice every morning for a duration of 8 weeks demonstrated a remarkable 13% improvement in visual recall tests when compared to a placebo group. While 13% might initially sound modest, reflect on its real-world implications. It could signify the crucial difference between the embarrassment of forgetting your neighbor's name repeatedly and the reassuring confidence of effortlessly remembering where you last placed your car keys, a small but significant victory in daily life. And here lies a truly important secret. Unlike many other juices, carrot juice is fat-soluble. This critical characteristic means that your body optimizes its absorption of these precious nutrients when the juice is consumed alongside a healthy fat, such as a mere teaspoon of high-quality olive oil or a small, satisfying handful of nutrient-dense walnuts. Therefore, if you are committing to incorporating carrot juice into your daily regimen, here is my precise recommendation. Prepare it fresh each morning to maximize its nutritional potency. Utilize 2 to 3 medium carrots, meticulously peeled and juiced to yield a smooth, concentrated liquid. Should you desire a subtle, invigorating kick, add a thin slice of fresh ginger. For an additional boost of immune-supporting vitamin C and a bright flavor, a squeeze of lemon is perfect. Most importantly, ensure you consume it with breakfast, specifically a meal that includes a healthy fat. Even something as simple as a piece of whole grain toast adorned with creamy avocado can significantly enhance nutrient absorption, making all the difference in its efficacy. For when your body receives the appropriate fuel right from the start of your day, your eyes awaken with newfound clarity, your mind sharpens with a refreshing focus, and your entire day begins to feel profoundly different, infused with greater vitality and mental acuity. Coming up next, we explore a deep red juice, one that might prove to be even more powerful, particularly if you find yourself grappling with persistent brain fog, sluggish mental processing, or concerns about poor circulation. This juice is bold in flavor, undeniably earthy, and remarkably fast-acting in its therapeutic effects. Let us now turn our attention to the remarkable properties of beet juice. Let's be candid. Most individuals over the age of 60 don't immediately connect the dots between robust blood flow and issues such as memory loss or blurry vision, but they absolutely should, because without a strong, consistent, and unimpeded circulation, both your brain and your eyes are effectively starved of the very element they critically depend on for their survival, optimal function, and repair: oxygen. And this is precisely where the extraordinary power of beet juice enters the equation. Beets are incredibly rich in dietary nitrates, naturally occurring compounds, When you consume beet juice, these nitrates undergo a fascinating biochemical transformation within your body, converting into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a potent natural molecule that acts as a powerful signaling agent, instructing your blood vessels to relax and gracefully widen. This vital physiological process is known as vasodilation, and its significance cannot be overstated, for as your blood vessels expand, a greater volume of oxygen-rich blood surges through your system, reaching your brain and your retina with increased efficiency. This enhanced delivery of fuel is precisely what these vital organs require to repair themselves, especially during the restorative hours of night. A rigorous clinical study published in the Nitric Oxide Journal in 2020 demonstrated unequivocally that adults over the age of 60 who incorporated beet juice into their daily routine experienced significantly improved cerebral blood flow, with a particularly pronounced effect in the frontal lobe, the crucial area of the brain responsible for higher cognitive functions, such as attention, astute decision-making, and short-term memory. That same meticulously conducted study further revealed that after a mere 4 weeks of consistent consumption, participants exhibited faster reaction times and a heightened ability to maintain focus during demanding cognitive tests. When considering your precious eyesight, nitric oxide emerges once again as a critical protective agent. It actively supports the intricate vascular network of the retina, fortifying it and helping to prevent the insidious microvascular damage that is a known precursor to age-related macular degeneration, AMD. Another compelling study, published in the Journal of Ocular Pharmacology and Therapeutics in 2019, corroborated these findings, confirming that increased nitric oxide production resulting from regular beet juice consumption played a significant role in maintaining retinal thickness and substantially reducing oxidative stress in aging subjects. What I find most compelling and truly inspiring about beet juice is the remarkable speed with which it exerts its beneficial effects. Unlike many fat-soluble compounds, which require a longer absorption period, the production of nitric oxide from beet juice begins almost immediately, often within a mere 30 minutes of consumption. This rapid onset means that you can potentially experience sharper focus, improved blood flow, and clearer vision sometimes within the very same day you start drinking it. Of course, individual results will naturally vary based on a myriad of factors. However, if you have been contending with a pervasive sense of mental sluggishness, or if your eyes routinely feel tired, dull, or strained by the mid-afternoon, this might just be the profound, natural boost your body has been silently yearning for. So, here's my recommended approach for incorporating this powerful elixir into your routine. Begin with 1 medium-sized raw beet. Meticulously peel it, then slice it into manageable pieces. Juice it, and to skillfully balance its naturally earthy flavor, combine it with a small apple or half an orange. The goal is to create a palatable, invigorating drink. The optimal time for consumption is in the afternoon, typically between 2 and 4 p.m., a period when many individuals instinctively experience a noticeable dip in both their energy levels and mental clarity. You can further amplify its benefits by pairing it with a brisk walk, which will naturally maximize blood flow throughout your body. But even on its own, beet juice is an incredibly potent force for good. Just 1 glass a day can provide your brain and eyes with the oxygen-rich blood they so desperately require to thrive. Now, let us transition to a completely different, yet equally powerful, kind of therapeutic action, one that operates profoundly at a cellular level, actively rebuilding and safeguarding your vital neurons and delicate retinal cells. Up next is a deep purple juice, often overlooked, yet bursting with restorative properties: blueberry juice. While many foods offer protection, a select few possess the extraordinary capacity to actually help rebuild and restore what the relentless march of time and the natural process of aging have gradually eroded. And blueberry juice, with its remarkable profile, excels at both. Blueberries are revered as one of the richest natural reservoirs of anthocyanins, a class of intensely powerful antioxidants. These anthocyanins do more than merely combat inflammation, a common underlying factor in age-related decline. They also possess the incredible ability to stimulate neurogenesis, This scientific term signifies something truly profound. They actively help your body generate new brain cells, thereby enhancing the very infrastructure of your cognitive function. This isn't merely theoretical speculation, it is firmly substantiated by robust scientific inquiry. A landmark study published in the esteemed journals of Gerontology Series A in 2020 provided unequivocal proof. Seniors who consistently consumed wild blueberry juice on a daily basis for a period of 12 weeks experienced statistically significant and measurable improvements in memory recall, processing speed, and exhibited enhanced neural activation on sophisticated MRI scans. Researchers meticulously linked these observed effects directly to the anthocyanins' remarkable capacity to successfully traverse the highly selective blood-brain barrier to effectively reduce oxidative stress within the hippocampus, a brain region indispensable for memory formation, and to significantly enhance the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, a crucial protein that acts as a vital growth factor, nurturing the survival and growth of existing brain cells and encouraging the proliferation of new ones. And for the eyes, blueberry juice plays an equally indispensable and powerful role. The potent anthocyanins diligently protect retinal ganglion cells, which are absolutely critical for accurately transmitting visual signals from the eye to the brain, forming the very foundation of your sight. In fact, a compelling study originating from Molecular Vision in 2019 found that the regular intake of blueberry extract effectively preserved retinal structure in older test subjects, even when these subjects were subjected to significant oxidative damage. This is precisely why blueberry juice is so extraordinarily effective. It doesn't merely slow down the inevitable decline associated with aging, it actively supports robust cell regeneration within the very systems that underpin your ability to think with crystal clarity and see with precise sharpness. Allow me to share a personal anecdote from my practice. One of my cherished patients, Helen, a vibrant 74-year-old, confided in me about the growing frustration she felt with her reading. The words, once clear, would frequently blur, and she described her brain feeling perceptibly slower, making her beloved crossword puzzles a daunting task. She began incorporating blueberry juice into her routine, drinking it every evening. Within a matter of weeks, the transformation was evident. She was not only back to her crossword puzzles, but tackling them with renewed sharpness, unwavering focus, and a radiant smile that spoke volumes. If you are inspired to experience these potential benefits, here is my recommendation. Use fresh or frozen wild blueberries, approximately 1 cup. Blend them with a small amount of water, or for a thicker, more satisfying juice, half a banana works wonderfully. The optimal time to drink this revitalizing juice is in the evening, approximately 90 minutes before you intend to retire for bed. This timing is strategic because it aligns with the period when your brain naturally initiates its complex nightly repair cycle, allowing these potent nutrients to be dispatched directly to where they are most needed, ready to commence their restorative work. While blueberry juice is not a miraculous overnight cure for every ailment, when you consistently provide your brain and eyes with these essential building blocks, they possess an incredible capacity to respond, to rebuild, and to heal, even after years of subtle wear and tear, and even after periods of sustained challenges to their function. Now, we have reserved one of the most surprising and profoundly beneficial juices for our final exploration. It's distinctly green, remarkably humble in its appearance, and yet it might very well be the ultimate elixir for aging minds and tired eyes. Let us now turn our attention to the unsung hero, spinach juice. Spinach, in its unadorned simplicity, is truly one of the most underrated brain and eye foods found anywhere in the world. And when you liberate its essence through juicing, you unlock its full, multifaceted potential, making its nutrients even more bioavailable. Spinach, much like carrots, contains an abundance of lutein and zeaxanthin, those crucial carotenoids that are literally stored within the macula, the very central part of your retina, responsible for sharp, detailed vision. As we age, the concentrations of these protective pigments naturally begin to decline, leaving the macula increasingly vulnerable to the damaging effects of oxidative stress. The the relentless assault of UV radiation, and chronic inflammation, all root causes of blurry vision and the insidious progression of macular degeneration. However, spinach juice offers more than just a defensive shield. It actively supports functional repair and enhancement. A compelling study published in the journal Nutrients in 2020 revealed a direct correlation between higher blood concentrations of lutein and zeaxanthin, derived from the consistent consumption of leafy greens, and measurably improved contrast sensitivity and visual processing speed, particularly in older adults. In simpler, more practical terms, this means you don't just see clearer. You also process and comprehend what you see significantly faster, enhancing your engagement with the visual world. Now, let's pivot back to the brain, where spinach continues to demonstrate its remarkable capabilities. Spinach is lavishly loaded with folate, a crucial B vitamin that is absolutely essential for the optimal production of neurotransmitters, those vital chemical messengers in the brain. It is particularly important for dopamine and serotonin, which are widely recognized as the brain's primary mood and motivation chemicals, influencing everything from your sense of well-being to your drive and focus. But perhaps even more importantly, folate plays a critical role in regulating homocysteine, a compound that, when present in high amounts, is demonstrably toxic to brain cells and has been strongly linked to cognitive decline. In 2018, a meticulously designed randomized trial published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with low folate levels consistently scored lower on tests assessing memory and attention. Crucially, when folate levels were successfully restored through dietary interventions, cognitive function improved measurably, underscoring its pivotal role. Spinach also generously provides vitamin K, a nutrient that supports the structural integrity of brain cell membranes and plays a fundamental role in myelin formation. Myelin is the protective fatty sheath that encases neurons, much like insulation on an electrical wire, allowing nerve signals to travel much faster and more efficiently throughout the brain and nervous system. What truly elevates spinach juice to an especially powerful status is its synergistic nutrient profile, a perfectly balanced symphony of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, and essential vitamins that collaboratively work to protect, nourish, and even reactivate dormant neural pathways, fostering resilience and rejuvenation. However, there is one important caveat to consider. Spinach contains oxalates, natural compounds that, in very large amounts, can interfere with calcium absorption and may not be ideal for individuals with a history of kidney issues. This is precisely why moderation in juicing is absolutely key, ensuring you reap the benefits without potential drawbacks. Here's my recommended approach. Use one large handful of fresh, raw spinach to mellow out its earthy flavor and make it more palatable. Combine it with a crisp green apple or half a refreshing cucumber. Juice it freshly and consume it mid-morning or just before lunch, a time when your body is optimally positioned to fully absorb its myriad nutrients without potential interference from heavy meals. Even a single small glass can deliver a palpable rush of clarity to both your vision and your thoughts, setting a positive tone for your day. So now, we have meticulously explored all four of these extraordinary juices. Each one individually targets a different yet vital system within your body. However, when combined and incorporated into a thoughtful regimen, they coalesce to form an exceptionally powerful natural protocol designed to robustly support your brain and eyes as you gracefully navigate the aging process. Next, I will meticulously outline how to seamlessly integrate them into one simple, manageable daily plan, the very same comprehensive plan I confidently share and implement with my own patients. It is deliberately crafted to be easy to follow, gentle on the stomach, and specifically engineered to yield tangible results, even if you are embarking on this journey later in life. Now that you are intimately familiar with the four remarkable juices, allow me to guide you through the process of weaving them into a simple, gentle, yet highly effective routine. This is a plan that you can consistently adhere to every single day, regardless of how bustling your schedule might be or how sensitive your stomach may prove. The fundamental principle here is to harmonize with your body's inherent natural rhythm rather than working against its finely tuned processes. Your eyes and brain undertake the most intensive periods of repair and restoration during the profound depths of sleep. However, they also experience distinct peaks of activity throughout the day, particularly during the vibrant morning hours and the quieter late afternoon. Therefore, here is how to consciously support and optimize that natural rhythm. Begin your day with the revitalizing embrace of carrot juice. Drink it shortly after waking up, allowing its potent nutrients to flood your system. It serves as an essential morning ritual, providing your retina with the crucial vitamin A and beneficial carotenoids. It needs to reset, sharpen its focus, and prepare for the visual demands of the day ahead. If you are currently taking any medications, you can simply consume it after your first light meal, ensuring no interference. In the early afternoon, typically between 2 and 4 p.m., marks your optimal window for beet juice. This specific time often coincides with a natural dip in energy and a subtle slowing of circulation for many individuals. One small glass of beet juice at this juncture can effectively restore mental sharpness and significantly improve blood flow precisely when your brain needs it most to combat the afternoon slump. As the evening approaches, approximately 90 minutes before you intend to go to bed, make blueberry juice your chosen companion. This timing is strategic as it helps to activate the critical antioxidant pathways in your brain, boosts the production of beneficial BDNF, and diligently protects your delicate retinal nerves while you are in the deepest stages of sleep, facilitating cellular repair and regeneration. Now, you might be wondering where spinach juice fits into this harmonious schedule. Spinach is best consumed earlier in the day, ideally around mid-morning or accompanying your lunch. The rich folate, essential vitamin K, and valuable lutein, it provides work synergistically to support both neurotransmitter balance and crucial macular repair. And these nutrients are most efficiently absorbed when your stomach is neither overly full nor completely empty, allowing for optimal bioavailability. You absolutely do not need to feel pressured to drink all 4 juices every single day. This is a flexible protocol. You can easily rotate them. Focusing on 2 juices a day is perfectly sufficient and often more sustainable. Alternatively, you might choose to focus intensely on one particular juice for a full week, observing its effects, and then thoughtfully switch to another. What truly matters above all else is consistency, not unattainable perfection. These juices, let me be clear, are not magical elixirs that promise instantaneous, miraculous cures. Rather, they are powerful, natural tools. But over time, through consistent and mindful application, they work diligently to restore the intricate, often overlooked systems within you that modern life, with its constant demands and stressors, gradually wears down. These include the fragile, delicate blood vessels in your retina, the complex communication lines between your myriad brain cells, and the memory circuits that may have become dulled by chronic stress, persistent inflammation, or simply the natural progression of time. You may not perceive a monumental shift on day 1, and that is perfectly normal. The key is to persevere, to stay with it, because true, profound healing is not a single, instantaneous event that occurs in a single night. Instead, it is a gradual, cumulative process that unfolds when you consciously decide to support your body day after day, little by little, providing it with the precise nourishment it needs to rebuild and thrive. And if you find yourself grappling with the pervasive question of whether it might be too late for you, allow me to address that doubt with unwavering conviction in the next part of our discussion. Because irrespective of your current age, no matter how long your eyes have been blurring or your memory has been slipping, there absolutely remains a viable and hopeful path forward. Allow me to illuminate what that path looks like for you. If you have dedicated your time and attention to reach this juncture in the video, let me first extend my deepest gratitude. Your presence here speaks volumes about you. It signals that you are not merely seeking to absorb another fleeting health tip or a superficial piece of advice. You are here because at your core you harbor a profound belief, or at the very least, a fervent hope that it is not too late. Not too late for your eyes to regain their once sharp clarity. Not too late for your cherished memories to return vibrant and accessible. And not too late for your body, even now, to embark on a remarkable journey of healing and restoration. And I am here to affirm you are absolutely right. I have had the privilege of spending over 30 years working closely, walking alongside, and guiding countless older adults, some in the vibrant embrace of their 60s, others gracefully navigating their 80s, who had, at one point, convinced themselves that they had lost too much to ever truly recover. Too many names that remained frustratingly just beyond recall, too many blurred lines making the world a hazy landscape, too many moments steeped in the disheartening sensation that the very essence of the world was subtly slipping away from their grasp. Yet, through decades of observation and clinical experience, I have borne witness to the extraordinary power of the smallest, most consistent daily choices to fundamentally transform everything. Imagine, if you will, a simple glass of carrot juice each morning, a vibrant elixir to awaken your vision and prepare your mind for the day. Then, in the afternoon, the earthy tang of beet juice, a powerful stimulant designed to re-energize your brain and ensure a steady flow of vitality. As evening descends, the comforting purple hue of blueberry juice, consumed before bed, acting as a profound balm to help your neurons rest deeply and meticulously rebuild themselves throughout the night. And during the day, the refreshing green infusion of spinach juice, diligently feeding your focus and nourishing your eyes. This is not a concept born of miracles, but rather one rooted in the powerful, cumulative force of momentum. And often, that is precisely all your body truly needs. A little bit of consistent, thoughtful, and sustained help, delivered with genuine care. So, if today marks the day you decide to embark on this journey, to try even just one juice, to embrace even just one small change, then you have already initiated something profoundly powerful within yourself. Because the undeniable truth is that your magnificent brain and your precious vision have not given up on you. They are merely waiting patiently for you to provide them with the essential nourishment and support they so desperately need to thrive. And that transformative process, that journey towards renewed clarity and vitality, begins with the deliberate choice of what you pour into your glass. Thank you sincerely for dedicating your valuable time to join me today. If this video has, in any way, provided you with something genuinely useful, perhaps some insightful knowledge, a flicker of renewed hope, or simply a fresh, invigorating idea, I would be deeply honored if you would consider tapping the like button and sharing it with someone you care about, someone who might also benefit from this message. And if your desire is for more gentle, scientifically backed approaches to maintaining sharpness and strength well beyond the age of 60, please consider subscribing to our channel. We consistently release new videos every single week, each one meticulously designed with individuals just like you in mind. Furthermore, I would be absolutely delighted if you would share your thoughts in the comments section below. Have you already tried any of these potent juices? Which one are you most enthusiastic about incorporating into your routine? Let us collectively continue to learn. Let us wholeheartedly continue to heal. And above all, let us steadfastly continue to believe that our very best years can still lie wonderfully ahead. This is Dr. James Porter. Until our next encounter, please stay well and always remain curious.